How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we have some big news on a top female star returning at Survivor Series, big plans for a top Raw superstar, and a whole lot more. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the latest wrestling news. Alright guys, so for our first story of today, we have the ratings for Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. So according to a new report from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, Friday Night SmackDown drew 2,232,000 viewers and a .56 in the key demo rating, and AEW Rampage drew 445,000 viewers with a .14 in the key demo rating. So overall, it appears like both shows, Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage, did see a slight drop in the ratings department. Next up, we have some news on a top AEW star possibly leaving soon. So following a very lackluster run in AEW, it looks like a top AEW star could be leaving soon, as Andrade El Idolo posted a photo to Instagram with the caption that reads, "I just want to say thank you. Solo quiero darles las gracias. Bye." So after almost 2 years with the company, it does look like Andrade could be on his way out of AEW. Next, we have some big news on plans for a top WWE star. So over the past few months, fans have seen a big change with how WWE is booking several wrestlers, like the leader of Judgment Day, Finn Balor, who Triple H reportedly has big plans for, as WrestleVotes reports that Triple H views Finn Balor as a reclamation project and is going to continue to book the former Universal Champion as one of his featured stars. So it looks like Triple H is going to keep booking Finn Balor as a top star, which is something that didn't happen during the Vince McMahon era. Next up, we have some big news on a top female star returning at Survivor Series. So even though several names have been rumored to be the final entrant in the Women's Survivor Series War Games match, like Candice LeRae, Charlotte Flair, and even Sasha Banks, Fightful.com is reporting that Becky Lynch was discussed and planned as the 5th member in the Women's Survivor Series War Games match. However, until WWE introduces Becky Lynch for that spot, creative plans can always change. So now guys, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today. Starting off with our first topic, we did talk about the ratings for Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage, and it does look like both shows did see a pretty slight drop in the ratings department, with Friday Night SmackDown drawing 2,232,000 viewers, and AEW Rampage, they did draw 445,000 viewers, so a pretty slight drop for both shows. The next story that we talked about was on a top AEW star possibly leaving the company soon, and Andrade El Idolo posted a photo to Instagram with the caption that reads, "I just want to say thank you," and also he put it in Spanish, "Solo quiero darles las gracias, bye." So it kind of indicates that he could be on his way out of AEW, which is kind of a shame because when he made his debut for AEW almost 2 years ago, a lot of fans believed that he would be booked better in AEW than how he was in WWE. However, his run in AEW has been pretty lackluster and he didn't really do anything. So it does appear like Andrade could be on his way out of AEW, but I guess we will have to wait and see what happens with that. The next story that we talked about was big plans for a top Raw superstar, and WrestleVotes did report via Louis Dangor of Give Me Sport that Triple H views Finn Balor as a reclamation project, meaning that he thinks that Finn Balor deserved a lot better when he was on the main roster with Vince McMahon in charge, and he's always had a good relationship with Finn Balor. And obviously now that Triple H is in charge of creative, we have seen Finn Balor pretty much booked very well with the Judgment Day, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to defeat AJ Styles at Survivor Series, and potentially Triple H could have plans to make Finn Balor a future champion because he does like him, and I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with Finn Balor. But as of right now, things are looking good for him. The next story that we talked about was we talked about a female star, a top female star, returning at Survivor Series. And Fightful Select did report that Becky Lynch has been discussed and planned as the fifth member in the Women's Survivor Series War Games match. And unless plans change with creative in WWE, it does look like Becky Lynch will be introduced in that role as the fifth member for the babyfaces. And in my opinion, guys, I do think that Becky Lynch would be a very big surprise and a good addition for the Women's Survivor Series team, for the babyface team. However, a lot of fans believe that it could have been Sasha Banks. But still, with a few days left until Survivor Series War Games, WWE could have a surprise planned. So instead of Becky Lynch, it could be Sasha Banks or maybe even Charlotte Flair as well. So with that being said, guys, that is all of the news that we have for today. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.